Guys, back to a little bit of something different. Right, so give you a little bit of a backstory. I built Ford V8s, Holden V8s, had a nitrous Tirana, had angry Clevos, twin gas ones, all sorts of stuff. So I did a lot of LPG performance back in the day. So what we do have now, which we're playing with, mind the rain, is this F350. So this thing already has a tow back, but we're going to modify it. Power steer box is mounted halfway, and we have this F350. Right. They all had, both of them had Clevos. So I bought a few Windsors lately. What I did was, this is one I purchased yesterday. 302 AU GT40P heads, which will work well. Now there's a reason I bought this. Let me show you. I did a little bit on this one. This is a flat top 30 thou 302. I think it's a Mustang engine. I'm pretty sure this is a non-roller 80s Fox body engine that someone's built. Has AOD in their shelf back there, you can't see. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do something a little unique here. The heads off that piece of crap are just E7s. I think they're E7s. So like, they'd be 87, 88 model Mustang heads. They're junk. So we're going to pull the GT40P heads off this. Check the bottom out. I'll go get them crack tested, cleaned, ready to go. Just pulled the rocker cover off. The head's been off. This engine was cheap, it was $700. Bought from a good dude in Newry, and they'd replaced it because it's got some pushed out head gaskets. So supposedly the heads are still good, no cracks. We'll find out once again, crack tested. Fingers crossed. Rock gear looks nice and clean, doesn't look too bad. It's got all its spider and stuff. I might actually bore this block out to 30 and put the internals, like pistons, rods out of that one, and use the AU crank and have it in here. Now, there's a reason I'm doing this. There's a method to my madness. I want to go dual fuel eventually. So this engine had crank sensor. Actually has a bit of wiring over there in that box there. There's a loom and a fuel rail. But this thing has a cam sync. So for me, I'm not going to run this right yet because I can't afford to do the whole combination I want to do. But I'll run cam sync and crank angle at a later state. So for now I'm going to put a distributor in here. But what I'll do is I'll leave this set up, and this front cover I want to attempt to run on the earlier, well, it's actually still a 50 ounce block. So they have a 28 ounce and a 50 ounce offset weight. Now the best thing about this is it runs multi-rib, but I need to run a standard direction water pump for what I want to do. I don't have to, but it's just easier. Now the fact it's GT40P heads isn't an issue, because I've got to make headers to go around the extractors, extractors to go around the power steer box anyway. Hence why I'm using a Windsor, because I wanted the 8.2 inch deck height versus the 9.2 that the Clevo is. So the Clevo head sits further out. Plus the Clevo exhaust, there we go, sits about there. So it'll sit even further out and further out, so you get less clearance with the Clevo. This is why I've gone to Windsor. Right, now I have got some other stuff. Rightio, M88 makes a good table. So I have this, and I have these. I've got a pair of Gas Research 400, S400 and an S480, that's 480. And I couldn't find, for the life of me, one of these awesome twin throttle body hats. And then a friend of mine, Danny, who does a few LPG turbo setups, had actually bought this and he put it up on Marketplace. So I traded Danny my 440 with a converter and a few pennies my way. Very few, but it was a good deal for me, good deal for him. And he's a good dude, so I know where it's all going. So we're putting this, 2 of these, like a ram's head, on top of a big manifold. Now I won't disclose that, that'll be coming in next week. What I'll do, I'll put it all together and I'll sit it all together and I'll do a video then. But the pieces of the puzzle for the jugglenaught, we're calling this truck, I have a colour combo that I'm interested in doing. Yeah, it's called not the juggernaut, the jugglenaught. A little bit of ICP throwback there. We'll put a couple of little on the side of the bonnet. Along there, I'll put a juggalo and a juggalette. just for shits and giggles. But yeah, the paint job's going to be pretty cool. I've got a really, really good idea. I've been waiting for a while to do something like this, so yeah. That's where we're at, guys. We have the F350 in pieces. The tray goes tomorrow, providing this rain pisses off enough so I can take it off. Gentleman wants that to convert his tow truck back to a ute. So yeah, will be GT40 headed. Manifold's big, but I'm going to make it even bigger. And she'll be twin gas research, throttle bodies, have about 880 CFM of gas on top. I'll port the heads to suit this manifold I'm using. Yeah, should be a good little combo. I can't wait. But for now, we have to pack this 2-litre up and send this off to a gentleman interstate. Thanks guys, hope you have a lovely day, and I thought I'd just fill you in on how our week's going. And yeah, the puddle's slowly but surely drying up. As long as the rain stays away, we'll be fine. Thanks guys, thumbs up for the week.